I unlocked the door to my lake cabin one Friday afternoon and was met by a teenager in mirrored shades, blasting music from a Bluetooth speaker and holding a six-pack of White Claw. He couldn't have been older than 17, his man bun somehow defying gravity, and a vape pen tucked behind his ear like it was a pencil. "You gotta bounce," he said, adjusting his sunglasses even though we were standing in the porch's shadow. "Mom said I could throw my graduation bash here. You've had your turn." I blinked. Twice. Certain I must have misheard. "Wait, you're being serious?" He smirked, teeth gleaming like a toothpaste commercial. "Should have RSVP'd to the HOA party calendar, man. Now it's my shot." I looked him over, that smug confidence only possible when someone's never faced real consequences. "And your mom is Brenda Fitzgerald, HOA president? She runs all this," he said, gesturing toward the woods like he owned the whole forest. "So yeah, you gotta be out by 6. DJ's showing up." 30 minutes later, the entire party was shut down by 8 patrol cars, 2 K9 units, and a police boat. Because I wasn't just some guy with a cabin, I was Chief Daniel Morrison of the Silver Ridge County PD, and this kid had just made a massive mistake. Let's rewind. I bought the cabin in Pine Valley Estates 3 years ago after my divorce. It was my escape, fishing, reading, no department drama. Pine Valley was a gated HOA community, strict about everything, mailbox color, wind chime volume, you name it. I picked a remote cabin near the edge of Crystal Lake, surrounded by pines and quiet. Nobody knew who I was. To them, I was just Dan, the reserve guy who always took his trash bins in on time. Then came Brenda Fitzgerald, HOA president, self-declared queen bee, and mother to Tyler, the party-crashing teen now squatting on my porch. Brenda was infamous for inspecting grass with a ruler and sending out wind chime violation notices. I'd stayed off her radar until Tyler paddleboarded past my dock. He decided it was the perfect party spot. Brenda agreed. Something about community use. 2 weeks before the showdown, Brenda emailed me, first subtle, asking if I was done using the cabin for the season. "Maybe let the younger generation enjoy the lakefront," she wrote. I politely declined. Next email wasn't so polite. She claimed the HOA was considering a new policy. Owners would have to open up lakefront homes for approved events. She even attached a janky document that looked like it was made in mess paint. I ignored it. That was my mistake. A week later, I got a formal letter from the HOA saying my cabin was selected for Youth Appreciation Weekend. Tyler's grad party was listed. The letter had 3 signatures. I replied with legal citations and a firm no. I thought that was the end of it. Then Tyler started showing up when I wasn't there. My trail cams caught him posing on my dock, flexing by my kayak, even fiddling with the shed lock. His captions, "Scouting the venue," and "This place gonna be last set." Thursday night, Brenda called, her voice syrupy sweet, code red. "Dan, don't be unreasonable. The kids deserve a celebration. Surely you remember being young?" "I do. And I remember not trespassing," I replied calmly. She sighed. "The HOA has broad community wellness powers. Don't make this harder than it needs to be." "Is that a threat?" I asked. "Just a reminder of your obligations." Then she hung up. Friday, I left work early, gut said something was off. When I arrived, I found my gate wide open, the lock cut, and plastic tiki torches stuck in the ground like they owned the place. Inside was worse. Neon lights everywhere, beer pong table front and center, glow sticks taped to my mounted base, red cups, chips, and enough booze to fuel a college frat. Tyler? Wearing my grandfather's lucky fishing hat. When he told me to leave my own cabin, I stepped outside and made a call. "Hey Richardson, it's Morrison. I need units at my Pine Valley place. Breaking and entering, underage drinking, go full response." Low-key. I looked at Tyler, tick-tock dancing on my deck. Negative, light them up. 20 minutes later, sirens, squad cars, flashing lights, kids running in every direction like startled deer. Tyler tripped over his flip-flops, tried to hide in my canoe, and drifted straight into the lake, right into Officer Martinez's hands. "I want my mom," he shouted. She's on her way, Martinez replied, helping him into the boat. Brenda screeched up in her white Range Rover, blasting the horn, demanding we move. She jumped out in yoga pants and a Live, Laugh, Love shirt. What is the meaning of this? This is an HOA-sanctioned event. You must leave immediately. I stepped out in full police uniform, kept it at the cabin for emergencies. Her face drained of color. But you said you worked for the county. I do. I just didn't say in what role. This is entrapment. Nope, just didn't advertise it. Unlike your son who posted everything online. I held up my phone. Officer Chan brought Tyler over in cuffs, sunglasses gone, bun deflated. Mom, tell them about the community property thing. Brenda huffed. We have easement rights on lakefront homes. I cut her off. Funny. I've got the bylaws right here. No mention of forced property use, but it does mention respecting neighbors' rights. Lieutenant Walker walked over, notebook in hand. Chief, there's enough alcohol here for at least 100 minors. Kid had a spreadsheet with cover charges. He was planning to profit. That's entrepreneurship, Brenda protested. That's aiding delinquency, I said. And since you threatened me into allowing it, you're now an accessory. I want a lawyer. Good, you'll need one. As Chan handed over her citations, Brenda kept insisting it was all a misunderstanding. The misunderstanding, I said, was thinking you could bully people, abuse your HOA power, and use your kid as a pawn. Word spread fast. Saturday morning, emergency board meeting. I came in full uniform with trail cam footage on a flash drive. Room was packed. Brenda, pale and trembling, tried to call the meeting. Motion to add an item, said Robert Jameson, retired lawyer. Discussion of the president's criminal activity. You can't, Brenda cried. Actually, Robert said, holding up the bylaws, Section 12. Any board member facing criminal charges must step down. They're citations, she snapped. I stood. Would the board like to see footage of Tyler breaking in, or the texts where Brenda threatened me? The crowd erupted. Stories came pouring out. Curtain fines, banned bird feeders, more nonsense. Motion to remove Brenda Fitzgerald, someone called. Seconded, echoed from all sides. The vote? Unanimous. Even her allies turned. You can't do this, Brenda shouted. I was this community.